Have you ever wondered why the CEO of a big company makes decisions that seem to benefit them more than the company itself? Like, why are they spending millions on a fancy new office building when the company's profits are down? It's not just you being cynical. There's a whole business theory that explains this phenomenon. It's called agency theory, and today we're going to break it down in a super simple and practical way. So, what is agency theory? Imagine you own a successful lemonade stand. You're the owner, the shareholder. Business is booming, and you decide to hire someone, let's call him Alex, to manage the stand for you while you go on vacation. In this scenario, you are the principal, and Alex is your agent. You've hired him to act in your best interest, which is to sell as much lemonade as possible and maximize your profits. This relationship between a principal and an agent is at the heart of agency theory. In the corporate world, the shareholders are the principals, they own the company, and the managers from the CEO down are the agents, hired to run the company on the shareholders' behalf. Sounds straightforward, right? Well, here's where the problem starts. It's called the agency problem. You, the lemonade stand owner, want to make as much money as possible. But Alex, your manager, might have different goals. He's getting paid a fixed salary. Maybe he decides to close the stand early every day to go hang out with his friends. Or perhaps he gives away free lemonade to impress people, even though it eats into your profits. His personal interests aren't perfectly aligned with yours. He wants an easy life. You want maximum profit. This is the classic conflict of interest. In big corporations, this conflict can be much more complex. Shareholders want the stock price to go up, which usually means long-term growth and profitability. But what about the CEO? Their bonus might be tied to short-term quarterly profits. So they might cut spending on important long-term projects like research and development just to make the numbers look good for the next quarter and secure their big bonus. This boosts their personal wealth but can seriously harm the company's future. Or think about those lavish corporate perks. A CEO might approve the purchase of a private jet for business travel. From their perspective, it's convenient and prestigious. But from a shareholder's point of view, is that private jet really the most cost-effective way to travel? Or is it an unnecessary expense, an agency cost, that reduces the profit that should be going back to the owners? These agency costs are the expenses that arise because of this conflict of interest. The cost of the jet, the cost of monitoring the manager, and the loss of potential profit. So, how do companies solve this agency problem? They can't just hope for the best, they use a few key strategies. One of the most common is creating incentives that align the manager's interests with the shareholders. For instance, instead of just a flat salary, a CEO might be given stock options. Now, their personal wealth is directly tied to the company's stock price. If the stock does well, they get rich. This gives them a powerful reason to make decisions that increase the company's long-term value, just like the shareholders want. Another method is monitoring. The shareholders elect a board of directors whose job is to oversee the management team. The board is supposed to act as the shareholders' watchdog, questioning big decisions, approving executive pay, and ensuring the company is being run properly. Think of it like you installing a security camera at your lemonade stand to check if Alex is actually working, but even these solutions aren't perfect. Managers can still find ways to game the system, and sometimes the board of directors can become too friendly with the CEO, failing to provide real oversight. So, the next time you read a headline about a CEO's massive bonus or a company making a questionable decision, you'll know what's going on behind the scenes. It's the classic push and pull of agency theory. It is a fundamental tension in modern business between the people who own the company and the people who run it. Understanding this conflict is key to understanding how the corporate world really works. I hope this breakdown was helpful. If you enjoyed learning about agency theory and want more simple explanations of complex business concepts, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments if you've seen examples of the agency problem in real life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.